Storyline for this is NATO has decided to go solar after being oil for so long. Something's clearly up. We must destroy them. That's it.
Alright, do we have any questions from our company leaders?
There's no atrocious snow, right?
The weather is clear today, but there's high winds.
Interesting. No question.
Boston, what are the uniforms?
Uniforms are UCP camo that I've been using for BLUFOR and Desert M10, I believe, for Independent.
Alrighty. Any other questions from the company leader?
No questions.
Alrighty. Good luck. Have fun. Round 1 of FNF starts right now.
What's up, Lou?
All
How are
right.
you?
I'm
Your
tired.
little hour. Oh.
I'm tired. There's a lot of stuff I had to unfuck. I'm still fucking with the audio, and for now I'm just gonna keep everything multi-tracked on the videos until I can optimize Sony Vegas to do everything. But we'll get there when we get there. That's IRL stuff. We don't have to worry about it. Why don't you tell me what's going on with the mission?
So, we have a sector defense similar to the final round of EU from just an hour or so before. Non-sequential, BLUFOR has 3 sectors to defend. If any BLUFOR are still up in each sector, then GREENFOR cannot cap. GREENFOR have to secure it completely before it is captured in their name. This area on the south side of Hilanma Winter is one we've seen before fairly recently, but it is redone, remixed, and reinvigorated for this mission. It seems that the defending BLUFOR force has decided to go solar, and for whatever reason, it's the GREENFOR that are angry that no oil is being made here, not the Americans. So that's strange. Basebeard is ignoring the do not move rule and is doing his best impression of a sprinkler hose. But we have a pretty nice setup as far as GREENFOR versus BLUFOR. GREENFOR having 7.62
Throwing some shade.
20-round scars for their marksmen, a BTR and some transport gases, as well as a green Humvee with a PKT. So we're all kinds of fucked up today. Meanwhile, BLUFOR is the good old US of A. Carrying, what are they carrying? They also have scars, as well as M4s with M203s, as well as some M249s, SR25s, 4 times M2 statics, a fleet, 6 M113s with nothing on them, as well as a 1117 with an M2 and an M240 coax. As far as the sectors, we have 3, 1 in the northeast, 1 in the south, and 1 in the southwest.
Seeing off, GREENFOR, they're all, at least some of them are starting to move around. We just had some lightning go off as part of the dynamic storm. You know, I rarely actually see lightning with snowstorms. It's kind of cool to see it in Arma, though. It's pretty interesting, to say the least.
It's more interesting to see it in real life, because people kind of forget.
And there goes his mic.
Good.
Barb, you okay?
I'm good. I just blame my parents' internet. It's perfectly fine. Like, my bitrate hasn't even changed on my end. But I guess I'll go fuck myself. And if you want to help me with that, let me know.
No. Yeah, that was interesting because I couldn't tell if that was weather effects or if that was your mic just. I don't even want to know. But otherwise, hopefully the server won't desync out in the first round like it did EU. And, I mean, we've got 3 sectors, as you already mentioned. They are non-sequential, so they can be taken in any order. And honestly, looking at this AO, there's a lot of cool places to defend compared to the last round of EU, which was something similar, as you already mentioned. We have, let's tackle Sector 1 first. Let's do this sequentially. So Sector 1 is a bunch of different little campsites right here with some tents. There's some natural buildings on the side that are fully enterable. And we got a barn with it as well. One of the camo nets got knocked over, as well as one of the tables. That is fine. But overall, not a bad custom-made area, in my opinion. One issue it does suffer from is you have the forest coming down from the north, and there's just big patches of it all around, so it's really hard to kind of make some perimeter lines out of this position, you know what I mean?
Real quick, I'm seeing my... Oh, well, it's stabilized now, but it was... My internet was kind of going up and down. I saw my bitrate jump from, like, 2,000 to 7,000, so...
Oof.
If that continues, I might dip out.
Flats, you can still get in, by the way, if you want to go play.
We'll come.
Yeah, that's fair.
We'll
Yeah,
cross that bridge when we come to it. Otherwise, yeah, these sectors kind of. Well, we see a bit of customization, especially with that sector
fucking-
3 area with the big ol'
Barb, my chat's wondering if you have AT&T.
office building. What was that from originally? I feel like that's from Sarani, isn't it?
Barb, do you have AT&T internet? Because you're...
If I have what? Sorry, your mic cut out.
Do you have AT&T internet?
No, it's not AT&T. Wherever it is, it's fucking shit. I'll be right back. I'm gonna kill my stream and restart my internet.
Alright.
Chug
Well, as Barbarian goes to do that, he'll join us back in a few moments. He is my co-caster with me here on Friday Night Fights. Again, this is the NA branch. We have the server capped at 124 players tonight because of some issues they were having with EU. It's going to be BLUFOR versus Independent for the first round. Independent attacking 3 sectors, with BLUFOR defending those 3 sectors. We were just talking about Sector 1 here, which is a custom-built area with all these campsites. These are the Desert Cup buildings that you can, if you, let's see, how do I want to say this? They're originally from a mod called ZEI, actually no, ZEC, but the Cup version of it, but Cup recently, a few updates ago, integrated all of them into their mods. So they're just, you know, part of Cup itself now, but there are little custom cams you can put down. The gray, excuse me, not gray, geez, brown textures of everything indicate that they're from the desert part of ZEC instead of the forest side, which, you know, just means they blend better with the white snow because there's no exact white camo netting. But with sectors, all BLUFOR has to do is, as long as they have one guy in the sector still up, he is not unconscious nor dead, then GREENFOR is unable to capture the sector. So GREENFOR has to fully sweep the sector of hostile forces, and then they're able to take the sector. And if GREENFOR takes all 3 before the time limit ends, then it's GG GREENFOR. If all of GREENFOR dies or BLUFOR holds the sectors when the time limit runs out, then BLUFOR wins. But looking back into Sector 1, I was trying to get Barb to touch on this, but it's a really tough to defend sector because there's a lot of forest to come in that Independent can use as concealment and cover to get right up to the individual sector itself, which is right here. Now, this map being Halama Winter, the woods are actually very realistic in the sense that they are a little bit hilly, they kind of go up and down with the snow, and it's really easy to get right on top of a sector close to the forested tree lines itself. Trouble in tech support town, Jesus. Fucking TTT and Gmod, man, it's been a while. Gotta get back with Don to play some more of that when we have a second, but it'll be a bit. I gotta fix a bunch of other stuff, but back to the scenario at hand. I don't see how BLUFOR could really defend Sector 1 here. Sure, we've got, you know, some nice defenses all around, but GREENFOR, them having 240 Bravo Humvees and this BTR-70 right here, it means they can easily set up some good bases of fire around Sector 1 and engage it from pretty long ranges as the infantry get in close utilizing these forests. So I don't really like Sector 1 as a defensive AO. Sector 2, on the other hand, I mean, look at this, and the mission makers even added a bunch of sandbags around the AO to give an extra layer of perimeter security along this barbed wire fence structure here. But this sector is just screaming defend me because you can hide so many dudes within BLUFOR. Just across so many different areas, be really cheeky at the defensive spots. I definitely think BLUFOR is going to consider holding Sector 2 here as a defensive area. Sure, it's next to a bunch of forests, but to be perfectly honest, the real defensive debut here is going to be the actual position, since this is going to turn into a little bit of a pseudo-urban area, and especially since there are other fortified areas next to it. Not necessarily fortified, but just positions where BLUFOR can put some Vanguard units and whatnot. It's going to make Sector 2 very hard to attack for independent. And then we have this sector, which is a custom-built area by the mission maker. Again, suffering from the same issue of it has a lot of forests around it, so GREENFOR can easily get into this position. But we have this hotel building, which is a gigantic pain in the butt, because BLUFOR can hide a bunch of dudes here. And same with this construction complex, and then we have this partially destroyed, you can tell because of the gray and dark, the black texturing on this building that it's already partially damaged. You can have BLUFOR guys hide up in here. The solar tower also provides a really good marksman position to watch for any units coming in. Now, they're really exposed up there, but going prone right here can honestly hide any marksman pretty well from up there. Or they can just stay in these windowed areas, which actually I lied. That's not a textured area. Nice. But at the very least, you have this under area.
To clear out a building, right?
Demo charge. I was about to get to that.
Yeah, you just destroy the building. Building isn't there. You don't have to clear it.
So every squad in FNF has an engineer, and that engineer has, I think, 2 satchels. And those satchels are really, really good at destroying buildings or setting explosive traps. You see both of them done in this community all the time. The one thing, though, is there are a few buildings in Sector 2 that cannot be destroyed. Notably this one right here, which isn't enterable, mind you, but you can still hide guys in the rafter work over here. And then same with this building, which the only enterable part is this area, and I believe, yes, this area, but the actual physical structure itself is enterable, but you can hide people in the upper areas as well. And then this structure I don't think is destroyable either, just because of its sheer size. I have never seen this building explode before, and in a I think it was NA round 3 a few weeks ago, we saw the defending faction hold out in this building and just win the round out by holding this structure itself. They got to be careful, though, because there are plenty of big windows looking outwards that enemy players can shoot in. However, for this operation and next week, they have temporarily taken out enhanced movement to go see how that works with everything, and they're trying to see if enhanced movement is causing some of the server desync that we've been saying appear in FNF in recent days. So it's going to be harder to get into positions to fire into this building. Usually you'd have people like jump onto this building, then do a run jump and climb on top of this building, and then boom, they can get on this corner and shoot in through those 2 windows. But that's not going to be the case today. So we'll have to see what both factions decide to do with all that considered. They got to think a little more linearly to get this operation done. Another thing we should note, though, is it is possible to get on top of this building. We got ladders going up on the sides, some ladders coming down to this small area, and BLUFOR has fortified tools with a limited point purse to be able to add some extra fortifications around. We might see some ramps made from building to building. We might see some extra fortifications put on top. But if I was BLUFOR, given this AO, I would probably completely abandon Sector 1, and I would go for either an all-in sector defense on either Sector 2 or Sector 3, or I would hold Sector 2 and Sector 3 respectively. But Sector 1, it's kind of too far out there to get taken on its own, but we'll have to see how things go. Barb, are you back, my friend? Are you ready to go?
I am back. I've only dropped 180 frames after being back for about 3 minutes, so I think I am good.
Cool.
As far as this AO, I think GREENFOR is going to have a lot of forest cover, and especially with Lanma, we see a lot of hills in those forests, so you're going to have a lot of terrain to work with. My concern is actually pushing up to those compounds that you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Like we saw in the final round of EU, the attacking team were not able to really utilize their armored assets to push in and break the enemy perimeter. The fact that GREENFOR only really has that BTR, and actually no, those Humvees are up armored. You can look inside and see that texture on the inside. That's my way of really checking to see if it is the up armored variant. They might be able to use those a little bit as well, so we'll see how well they're able to use that. But that is what they're going to need to do, is create that spearhead, break the line, and then use their infantry to kind of flood those areas. Real quick before we start, though, you mentioned something called a Tokyo T.
Yes.
Did you make that?
No, I was too busy on fucking audio settings with its new headset.
Right. That is unfortunate.
Yeah.
perhaps you can possibly do that between a round or two.
No, I'm gonna instead make myself some coffee because I have to stay up to fix stuff. So.
Unfortunate, my friend. Well, I will drink in your stead and in.
I appreciate it.
I still have about 3 glasses of wine left in my bottle, and I also grabbed a little glass of tequila just in case of emergencies. That's
good.
Both, personal emergency and liquor stash emergency. So
of course.
Right. Oh, we see 17608 in here. Nice.
I will say, we have GREENFOR mounted up in what appears to be both of the armed Humvees. They also have they're fielding the BTR-70, and we have multiple trucks mounted, each with at least a fire team worth, if not a squad worth of dudes. I'm not seeing anyone going into individual vehicles solo. And the round has just started. They're still getting the MAT team gunner in the back, but mission is officially a go. We are seeing some standard plays already on the field. First off, Independent is attacking with a proper pincer maneuver. Basically, they're sending one platoon one way and one platoon another way. BLUFOR has also gone for an all eggs in one basket strategy of just holding Sector 2. We'll have to see how that goes, but we're also seeing BLUFOR, because they have additional manpower, since they're doing the all eggs in one basket strategy and they don't want to overcrowd it, they have opted to take multiple vehicles, and they are going on a counter-offensive strategy with the the 113s. I'm also trying to find where the 117 is. It is being taken by Command. That's the group we saw over here, actually, and they are just going to go on a road trip instead.
Yeah, so Stathenberger, who is part of golf in there, but otherwise, yeah.
And there goes his mic. But anyway, with this pincer maneuver that BLUFOR is doing, not really a pincer, they're just sending one vehicle up one way and a group of vehicles out the other way. I think they're trying to predict that GREENFOR is going to do some sort of pincer here and are trying to set up ambushes to catch vehicles in transit. And that's really, really smart. But it looks like GREENFOR is going to do a map hug instead, sending the left pincer all the way to the left, but this vehicle on the rear might get caught out of position by the 117. Now, normally a 117 would have a 50 cal and a Mark 19 grenade machine gun, but they usually, if not always, rescript the GMG from that vehicle because it is a GMG or autocannon is very, very OP. So we might see first contact actually come right here. This one truck is going to completely get caught out of position here. It has a full GREENFOR squad, no support. 117 is going to reach the intersection a little earlier, but it's slowing down instead because there was a little bit of a turn right here. It sighted that truck. Oh, this is going to be horrible. 1 KIA already, driver dead. People desperately trying to get out of the vehicle.
50 as well. No.
Oh.
They're all shredded.
Oh, no.
He's been cut down in his prime. And that is 12 people.
That was 12 people. That was a full fucking squad. That was the... Oh, my God. You're not going to believe this. That was, Independent Ground Command, Independent 2IC, Independent Platoon 1 Lead, and just a mix of the entirety of Charlie, is either dead or wounded.
Charlie.
So...
Oh, my God. Hey, I mean, at least...
And then we have... Hold up. We have another ambush on the other side. BLUFOR is engaging GREENFOR, but the GREENFOR is able to do some dismounts here.
Why am I losing connection?
You got disconnected.
Why do I have a red chain?
You disconnected. Anyway, so BLUFOR just shot some of its own dudes. We got other dudes firing on the other side. BLUFOR was able to deliver another ambush right here. It's going a little more messy, but BLUFOR doing a really good job predicting where OPFOR was going, catching an entire squad and ground command out of position. And now we have this other group trying to ambush the other side of the pincer maneuver. BLUFOR so far has done really, really well in this operation. Yeah, Independent definitely getting, and for lack of a better term, fucked in the ass. So we got Pads and Misu flanking around. They see that there's a 113 right here. We got some of them firing on BLUFOR on the back here. Buckets might be hearing those gunshots and turning the vehicle. But BLUFOR needs to consider mounting up and getting out of here because GREENFOR, they have the entirety of half of a pincer maneuver here. So they might end up overwhelming BLUFOR, but BLUFOR, in all honesty, has done a good job getting a few licks in, forcing GREENFOR to do some damage. And we got some dead bodies for GREENFOR over here, but we got a BLUFOR dead body right there. Another one was picked off by GREENFOR forces coming around, and these two guys might get caught out of position here. But either way, GREENFOR is going to regroup on that sector. They got the 70 kind of watching their northern flank here. And we still have these vehicles doing a very wide flank to get around. But so far, balance of power definitely in BLUFOR's favor because of those counter rushes to attack those pincer maneuvers, and they caught an independent vehicle out of position.
Absolutely. The rest of that flank going to the left edge of the map, they've been able to make it undetected, and they're now kind of reorganizing down on the bottom left corner. Nielsen, Russ, Montgomery, etc. in that Humvee, they're starting to push towards Sector 3, but up here on the eastern side, we have another just hard battle going on, close quarters between GREENFOR and BLUFOR.
Yep. So some BLUFOR guys are still getting caught out of position here as they're trying to do a pullback, but they got a lot of guns firing at them. But by firing, BLUFOR is turning around and engaging, but I'm just seeing people getting dropped left and right. Someone on Independent dies, the person that killed the Independent guy then dies, and it's just a domino effect here.
Ooh, Misu getting a GL to the side of his Humvee, but it looks to be fine, except the up armor is doing its work. And turns back in to reload that PKT. Not a bad choice. These M113s, they don't have any armament, but the fact that they're armored is enough of an issue to make them a priority target for these independent infantry as well as that BTR.
Yep.
And it's already taken out one. Up there smoking on the hill. I still see one moving around. There's another, looks to be in good condition.
That's about to change, though. The one Pierce is driving, it just got a damaged texture model. You can tell because the outer hull got a little more grainy there.
And it's using a smoke generator from the engine to...
Yep, trying to make some cover. We see that get used from time to time, especially by people like Pierce and Basebeard that are doing unconventional warfare. You might yellow chain again. You just disconnect from the server. Your internet's not doing you any favors tonight, man. I'm sorry.
It's probably because my parents are watching football downstairs, honestly.
Or porn. One of the two. You see Olaf over here with a guy that's done the splits.
Liru, my parents argue enough to the point I know they don't watch porn together.
Okay, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to step on any toes.
It's fine. I'm just frustrated because of this is all.
Oh, I feel you. I was that way yelling at my audio encoding for video editing a while ago. But anyway, 1117 for BLUFOR pulled around to try to cover the BLUFOR retreat, but it was immediately engaged by the BTR-70 and pulled back. Again, that 1117 technically on 12 kills, because it's not counting the 5 that bled out in that truck. Speaking of which, they're all dead. If we go back up here real quick. The one guy is still outside of there, but everyone else in here is toast, to say the least. So BLUFOR definitely doing a good job here. However, it can still be GREENFOR's game. BLUFOR has half of their forces out fighting the other pincer maneuver, and Independent does have the number advantage. So that might have been nullified by the 1117, but we're going to still see an even fight down here. And if these guys are better than the BLUFOR players, GREENFOR can still clutch it, essentially. Meanwhile, looking down here, GREENFOR is trying to regroup. We still have Fubar here bandaging. His legs are still a little fucked there, but he could potentially catch a few independent guys out of position, potentially getting this 113 and drive off. But we'll have to see how things go in that regard. Otherwise, we do have one guy on the solar tower catch, but that solar tower is outside of the sector itself, so he's not going to be able to hold it up there by camping. I think that was done deliberately so that people couldn't camp the solar tower and stay within the sector. But he's up there with a Vector 21 looking around, trying to see where the other group of Independent is, which I think is pretty smart.
I feel like him staying on top of that solar tower may work in his favor, because even if they do cap it and and Catch is able to maintain a low profile.
Yep. He is a marksman as well, so I'm not sure if he's going to be able to catch the independent force that is to his south coming in, but either, because he's got the, you know, the top of the solar tower, it has that, like, fuel drum thingy that's blocking his view to look direct south. I think BLUFOR knows that there's a group on the left that's going to come in because they did intercept, you know, some of that force to get some free kills, but I don't think they know that they are directly behind this AO at this point. Also, thanks for the raid. But we're about to see GREENFOR come into this AO. They're going to go for Sector 3 first, and then they're going to maneuver over to Sector 2. So I'm going to quickly look at the independent force. Let's see who we've got. We've got the full Alpha Squad and Bravo Squad here. So basically the two squads within Platoon 1, led by Corporal Firefighter Mannerheim Warwick. So we have some of the FNF vets. A lot of vet names, actually. Hoyt, Dreek, Cirrus, Nutty Person, Quigley, all the guys that know their shit and have been playing this for years. So that's a pretty good squad to have right there for Alpha. Bravo, meanwhile, names like Wiki, Nielsen, Nelson, and I'm trying to see who, oh god, T5 Bay and CO back there. Yep, so again, really good Friday Night Fights players that have been here for a while, and they're up against people like Gen Killer. So these are the newer 700 Cadian guys calling themselves the Myrmidon Legion in this community. And we have Task Force 121, Major East leading his merry band of privates. And we also have TSB in here. So I don't mean to, like, play favorites here, but I would, if I were to put $50 down on the side, I would put it on GREENFOR, knowing, honestly, seeing how these guys have played in the past and knowing these groups in here, I wouldn't be 100% sure on that bet, though, because I've seen TSB pull some crazy maneuvers in this community. I've seen some crazy... Oh, there we go. So Sector 3 has been taken. That was Firefighter running in. Ketch is now going to realize that, you know, something happened, so he's now looking down from that tower. He could get a few free kills with that marksman rifle, though, if he gets some eyes on here. But as I was saying, I've seen TSB do some crazy stuff. I've seen the 700 do some crazy stuff, and when I was playing with Task Force 121 for a charity event, I saw them do some crazy stuff as well. So it's leaning independent in my opinion, but it can still go either way. And Ketch has an opportunity to get some free kills here if he's able to look down and see that there's dudes in this sector. But since Sector 3 was taken and prompted, you see that there are some fortifications in that direction. And oop, hold up, Ketch is being engaged by a member, that is Sergeant Drake, and he is a marksman. He is the...
watching the top of that solar tower. He's a marksman for GREENFOR. He, Catch, I saw him, he got up and got, you know, crouched up.
Yep.
And just enough to get spotted by Catch. Or, sorry, by Drake.
By Drake. I don't see any blood on the ground or in the texture of the building, so he wasn't hit by that. Now it's just up to Alpha or Bravo to put a demo charge on that structure. I see Firefighter looking up on it, but this would be an easy, you know, put a demo charge, pop it, and move on, and that would
be
kill him off.
One, and if he's part of Firefighter's squad, then he's going to get that call real soon.
Ketch might try to catch Mannerheim out for the hill. Mannerheim was looking up there. Yeah, they know something's up.
Because he got spotted, his time up there is limited. He does not have too long to live in this world. We'll see how what he's
Helix, thanks for the 11-month resub. Hope 700 platoon training went well. Hope you're not too drunk. Otherwise, hope you keep enjoying the ops. I hope you get a kick out of this. We have Notoria getting caught out of position here by a machine gun. Running right behind a tree and a little bit of a trench, which is honestly catching enough bullets so this trooper can survive. They were being engaged by Nutty Person and Cirrus as they are going to start making their advance on this AO. Meanwhile, looking on the northern vector, we still have a large BLUFOR group that is trying to lick its wounds. It'll eventually come back into the AO as additional QRF. I see a Puva is knocked unconscious, and I do see both the Finns actually together as another marksman pair, so I'm willing to bet they sweeped back in and potentially got 1 or 2 lingering kills off of Independent. But with GREENFOR having this force right here, there is potential for them to start assaulting Sector 3, and there is also potential for BLUFOR to come in and reinforce. Also, that 1117 has been looking around on the northern side. Now that they know that Sector 3 was taken, they can safely assume that that's the other half of the GREENFOR force, and that is where they need to reposition to engage. Looking back at Ketch, he's still looking around down there, trying to find a shot on where Independent is engaging BLUFOR right now in that tree line. And then you still have dudes up around the hotel complex. Honestly, if Ketch were to look over there, he might be able to catch Sailor out of position and get an easy headshot. But I think he's biding his time, making sure he doesn't get hit by anything. And then you have Sailor, who's turned around, and he might have seen Ketch up there, but I'm going to be honest, it's really hard to tell, especially with no sights or scopes on what's-his-face, Sailor's weaponry.
Yeah, Catch, I mean, I'm surprised they haven't done something about Catch sooner, especially since it seems like you got called out. Maybe they just think, oh, he can't do anything from up there, so just make sure he doesn't, come down or something. But as far as Sector 2 goes, I feel like they need to hold this ridge to the west a bit more fervently. Iota, did Iota wake back up? Yes, he did. So he got back there all right. He was bleeding out on the ridge up there. But I feel like BLUFOR needs to use this clearing on the west side of Sector 2 to their advantage. It's nice, wide, flat, open area. With the elevation advantage, if they can hold that, maybe if they dug some trenches or something, it'd be a lot more easily defensible. But not, since it seems like they're more concerned about holding the compound itself, which also has its merits.
So Ketch now looking left. I think he might be seeing some of these Independent guys moving over. No, he's turned over. We also have the 1117 coming in. Might see some of Bravo moving away, but I think it's going to be a few seconds late. We also see a little bit of damage on that 1117. Yeah, he's on 12 because he killed that full squad, remember?
Oh, no, is he the gunner for it?
He's the gunner.
Passenger seat.
Well, you got to remember, for the 1117, it only has the driver and the quote-unquote commander, which is also the gunner of the vehicle.
Well, that's Stathenberger now. Maybe he's switched out because Stathenberger is now operating the turret. Either way, yeah, a nice squad wipe for him.
Yeah, so I don't think they're going to see Bravo moving around, and Bravo's too far away to notice that that Vic has repositioned. Otherwise, we still see Ketch looking around. He's getting up to look down. He's going to catch size on some of these Independent guys. He could potentially take that marksman rifle out and start engaging people like Sergeant Sailor.
That's what he's doing. No,
I thought he was. No, he's ranging the shot instead.
That at this distance from this elevation, just put the crosshair on their head and hope for the best.
Yeah.
It really doesn't matter too much. Sailor's actually looking up at him. He might get a shot on Catch.
Yeah. Trying to see what Ketch is going to do here. Yep, they're looking right at each other. Sailor's going prone.
He doesn't have the scope, though. He just has the iron sights on his M14.
He's taking shots. Ketch immediately going down, getting down prone. He did take a bullet to the leg, though. At least I thought I saw one.
I saw someone come over from T5A or Rust or maybe Quigley or someone out there, but I saw a shot coming from his south. He's returning fire to his northeast now.
We're seeing GREENFOR also fully mounted in I think they're mounted in the BTR. Yep, 11 dudes. They're going to go for Sector 1, finding no resistance there. This is going to catch a lot of BLUFOR guys out of position, and they're going to have to find themselves running back to reinforce Sector 2. Sector 2, meanwhile, still holding really well. We do have, I mean, looking at the roster here, quite a few dead on BLUFOR, and considering what Independent got killed off on in terms of all of Charlie, there's actually not that many additional skulls from what we saw earlier, just a handful. So it's, I would still say numbers-wise, it's anyone's game. Ketch taking more fire from multiple vectors as he now climbs to the middle of that structure, and he's just going to chill there until people forget about him. But yeah, not putting... Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say Martin's over there with Firefighter. They're all looking up at him, returning fire to him. Martin again is that combat engineer for that squad, so he has, in my opinion, he has no excuse not to run up there, plant down,
Put a satchel and just make it go boom. Especially since it's destroyed, like the damaged version of that texture. That's just asking to be blown up. I think that was an intentional choice made by the mission creator, and the independent faction is not taking advantage of it. Also, watching this 1117 like a hawk, it's in between two large GREENFOR forces. GREENFOR, meanwhile, they've also redeployed, and they're going to start coming on the southern angle of Sector 2. As the BTR has deployed its force, and those guys going to Sector 1, a lot of BLUFOR dudes are completely out of position here, and I'm not sure if BLUFOR will be ready to hold from two different attacking forces. We also have the 1117 driving blindly in.
Oh, and
two RPGs, one from Carlson and one from Ryan, both hitting the 1117, but the explosion of the 1117 unfortunately killing Carlson. Acid Panzalotes tried to get out and was immediately mowed down by Brady and Shoop. And we also just heard, I think, a Carl Gustav shot go out somewhere, but I don't know from where. This is really worrisome now for BLUFOR. There's Sector 1 being controlled, so now this BLUFOR force coming in knows that they're at Sector 1. BTR could be caught out of position.
Here. Yeah, this eastern...
There's the charge going off on Ketch, and his body falls. He might wake up being up there, but it's unlikely. Oh, his body fell through the texture.
He is in the void.
So he could still potentially wake back up, because he wakes back up. Because he only took fall damage, and there's more fall damage, and now he's fallen, and we'll see if he can get up. So yeah, you got Martin and Sailor looking around that building, making sure he's dead, but that was inevitable, to be perfectly honest, with how the unit was placed right there. And the fact that it was already a destroyed damaged texture indicating hint for it. Yep, he did. Now, he's stuck. So he sees Martin here, but he's not going to be able to shoot through the texture itself. So now Martin knows he's still alive. Sailor knows he's still alive, but they don't know where he is. I'm not sure if Ketch is going to be able to properly climb out of this texture, or if he's realized that he's stuck somewhere. So, yep, he's going for the bandage instead.
Yes, because he has taken damage. You see the blood next to him. But yeah, he's going to need to try and move out of there. He's not going to be able to really shoot out from this texture.
Hey, Bar, if it's any consolation, Iota red chained out of the op too, so it's not just your internet tonight.
Why would you mention it?
Why? Oh, I'm sorry.
Typically, don't jinx it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm going to be upset. Catch says respawn or get out. Or sorry, Orcor says catch, respawn, or get out.
Yeah, I mean, he was just stuck bandaging, so...
He may not see that, though, because he's busy looking at Martin.
Yeah.
His attention might be drawn elsewhere, which is understandable.
He just wants to get out at an angle where he's not going to be shot, and instead he's hugging a grenade.
That's one way to do it.
Yep, I mean, might as hell.
That's one way to do it.
At least he accepted it, so I'll give it to him. That was pretty funny. Now we have Independent continuing. Look at this. We had a three-way assault, actually. It's going to be a four-way soon because we have the northern group coming in, but we have an assault coming from the west. Actually, no, it's the northwest, the southwest, the southeast, and the direct north. Slight northwest, and BLUFOR is completely out of position with that flanking force. I think they've taken out the BTR.
They have.
Yep, they also took out one of the Humvees. But so they need to push back into that sector before it's overwhelmed. We also have Buckets and Grav engaging each other.
This is a perfect position.
Buckets mows them down.
If they can push against this group to the northeast of Sector 2, they should have a pretty good pincer/encirclement and be able to pick them apart fairly decently if they can get good supporting fire from Sector 2. However, there's not a ton of people on the northeast side of Sector 2, so they may be alone in this fight. They'd still be stuck between a rock and a hard place, you know, but they want to be taking the fire from two different sides, which is more the difference maker in this scenario.
I would say what GREENFOR really needs to do right now is just push. They need to have all 4 of these teams testing the waters here. We've got the northern team now getting engaged by the far eastern troops of BLUFOR. So they're going to be delayed in advancing. So it's only going to be 3 flanks pushing this sector, which in reality is just the eastern one and the northwestern one, because the western slash southwestern one itself is just engaging forces from afar. So if Independent is too slow to push into this AO,
Bay crossing the road southeast of Sector 2.
Got blown away by 50 by Porter.
Yeah.
So hopefully Bay will wake back up, but otherwise what BLUFOR is going to do is they're going to stick to the forested route, cross through Sector 1. They've got Buckets pathfinding for them, and he's probably going to run up and try to keep harassing this northern group. But if Independent can press their advantage right now, they've got about a 5-minute window before those additional BLUFOR units come in and make this op a lot more difficult. But it can still go either way. I'm just impressed that we have, in all honesty, a full-on surrounding of this AO.
Yeah, now with
you
the
rarely see that
group kind of folding around, we're seeing the northwestern group folding around a bit. All we need is that east-southeast group to push in across that open field that I was talking about earlier, and we will have a complete surrounding of Sector 2.
Yep.
This BLUFOR group, led by Ash and Pierce and Irisk, these guys are veterans. They should know better, and they need to push in and try and be part of this encirclement, because if they don't, then it's not a lot of time before this defense gets picked apart. We're already seeing them pull back and consolidating, taking the M2 out of the guardhouse into the warehouse.
Yep.
And just consolidating that defense.
Well, so where you just saw that M2 going, there is an explosive satchel down. Again, I believe the building that they're all garrisoning in is immune to explosive detonations. So we'll see how things go. I mean, looking at where Notoria is trying to climb down the ladder, might get flanked by an Independent dude, but up there where he was, his entire team is dead. I saw a RPG-32 round go up there and completely annihilate everyone. Notoria going down off the ladder, getting picked off from the side. That's the danger of being attacked on all sides. It's because everyone has an eye on you somewhere, and it's very easy to get outflanked here. But BLUFOR passing by Sector 1 now. They are, I want to say, 3 minutes away, but GREENFOR is going to start on the advance. Why are you saying ooh? What'd you see?
I saw a GL go from the north side of Sector 2 all the way over, landing near Nelson and Spaz on the south side. So very unfortunate green on green almost happening there.
Yeah, no, I just saw green on green. Mannerheim just got picked off by a BLUFOR guy. Lolo in the little construction cylinder just picked Mannerheim off, but from Mannerheim's group, Sideways, Namanai, another guy by Sideways got shot by Buckets.
No, they're getting
but as I was gonna say, one of them shot one of the northeastern group's guys crossing in a blue-on-blue incident and actually managed to kill him. So not a lot of coordination between these flanks. I don't think Independent has realized that they fully encircled this AO. Go ahead.
Well, yeah, and in that sense, it is.
I think Finn got the kill off of this guy over here.
Realize the advantage they have, then they cannot push that advantage. However, we're having Hassinger and Drake now pushing into the middle over actually under Jen Killa's body up there on the scaffolding. And this BLUFOR group, again, they've pushed in closer, but these are a dozen troops that need to come in. Some kind of explosive charge going on.
Yep, charge going off. I think it was a misplay there. It was in the corner, but it didn't do much. By the way, look over to where Flying Finn is real quick and look right in front of him on a rock to his left. He picked off 2 guys back there, and now he's just chilling under a tree. He is to the east. And there's 2 bodies next to him, so he was able to take those guys out. BLUFOR now a minute away from rejoining this AO. Explosive traps going off left, right, and central. I don't think those got anyone, though, unfortunately.
I think it might have... Nope, didn't even hit Captain Scott over there. Although he's now spraying over towards Pietu.
I don't think he saw Pietu, though. I think he's just freaking out over other stuff. Or maybe the GLs that are being shot by Pietu.
Probably, yeah.
Independent are going to start breaching this building. We still have Pickles up here on his own in the Cup Shack. And we've got Galil on his own in a... he's watching with an M240 Bravo in the maintenance building next
There's
to...
one that goes down.
There.
Misplay from BLUFOR takes down Pickles and Matt. That was a satchel charge going off.
Matt was already down, but yeah, that's very unfortunate. And then you got Tech in a texture, so he's not going to be mediced up anytime soon.
Nope.
But BLUFOR
Not
just on the outside of this sector, and they're going to be able to shoot on the backs. We just saw Nurse execute an independent guy, and now he's executed by Nielsen across the way. And now it's going to be neck and neck here. It's going to be what side can get a 2-for-1 KD. We do have Cryleaf up here, shooting into the building across the way, picking off a dude through a window in a doorway on the southeastern side. Saw that. But yeah, no, we're just seeing a lot of crazy keyholes here. And Cryleaf on the rooftop trying to pick off who he can see.
All right, so that main building now, the one that
Oh, but Nielsen takes him out.
BLUFOR is pretty well entrenched.
Hiding in a tree.
Lots of dirty angles, some sandbags, etc. And even an M2 watching the main door, and that.
Oh my gosh!
Spreading out and trying to make their way in, but they're so cautious about this.
Falcon had a machine gun, but he pulled his handgun out and he got shot to death from his ass. Also, grenades being thrown into this building.
Oh no, Porter! Porter, no! Oh no, that's a smoke. Never mind. I thought it was good.
It's a smoke grenade, dude.
It's like that first scene.
That 50 cal going off on that open doorway. Another explosive trap going off, knocking out Hassinger and killing another guy in the doorway. Great play there.
As well, yeah.
GREENFOR is starting to run out of manpower. These explosive traps have been absolutely exceptional tonight. Sure, half of them were off, but usually I would say 1 out of every 5 explosive traps is effective. It's been half and half tonight with the ones in this urban environment. We got Pierce crossing over, Dreek watching that way, tries to stand up, but he turns right too quickly, and Pierce goes down to someone else. I don't even know. I think Chupless at the doorway of the... No, I don't know where he went down from. You have Finn coming in. Finn getting engaged by Misu, but Finn picked off... Bay pulled him around, so Finn's trying to put some smokes down to roll in. He's going to roll right into Sio's position. He might not even see it, actually.
He might not even see it.
Get out.
Fuck you.
Now we got Martin and Wiki breaching this building. They're fragging and clearing. And they took one guy out. There's 3 people led by Severe here. Severe throwing a counter grenade, hearing their footsteps go in. That grenade is going to catch both of them. Nope, minimal damage. It just crippled both of them. Another grenade going off. That one is what killed Martin's battle buddy there.
Another grenade going in. Yeah.
Oh, Finn found an executed CO, and now he's shooting Bay in the head.
So now BLUFOR group that was lagging behind, they finally managed to pierce in and almost relieve this group.
Oh my god.
Mowed down in his...
Hoyt, yeah, he was trying to kill Pierce, who picked up Dreek's body, and then Patriot just mowed down Hoyt. We got some...
Powerful Pierce. Very powerful move there.
Skelly fighting with Cosmonaut. Unfortunately, he threw a smoke. GL going right on Skelly. NoobTube for the win.
Front door. We'll see if he gets blue on blue. He does! Kevin with the M2 shoots Pierce in the face. And
then some Patriot double tapped the body of the other guy.
And a nade goes out as well.
Ash taking out Nielsen.
Well done, Kevin.
We still have a few independent guys in here, but independent unfortunately weren't able to push into this AO quick enough. BLUFOR's flanking force came in.
Makes up for the fact the earlier undisclosed issues.
That's fair. Grenade getting thrown in, but it's going to land in a sandbag and not be too effective. But I don't see Martin anymore. I think he was taken out by someone else, potentially Patriot, as Martin ran out of that position. Patriot up there with that machine gun on 5 kills with a stolen PKP, and he is definitely making it work. But unfortunately, he gets picked off by Sideways in between 2 fuel drums.
Turned his brain sideways and into mush. Very well done.
Love how Galil has still been up here. He's got the 240 Bravo. He's looking around. Nutty Person looked up on his position. I think independent, they had it, but BLUFOR just came in with that flanking force that went out to engage forces. Had independent not lost that additional squad, I think we'd be seeing a different story here, but I think both sides have played beautiful tactics tonight for round one. What do you think?
Yeah, the 777 going up, taking that squad out, honestly, might have been the deciding factor. If they had that extra...
Oh, there goes his mic again.
But yeah, even half that squad
Cosmonaut executing Skelly.
had made it into the AO and been a factor, we could be seeing something different. I mean, GREENFOR, yeah,
Just short.
as well as the fact that GREENFOR can't really do much against this specific building because it's indestructible. No matter how many satchel charges you put against its walls, it will not crumble, which means you gotta pick them out like an exterminator. And that's not always so easy, and you don't always have the numbers to do that, as we can see. Additionally, the BTR and the Humvees being taken out on the eastern side also helped lead to GREENFOR's fall.
There goes your mic again. I try to encourage him to keep going.
I'm going to drink my tequila now.
All right. So we still have 5 guys in this AO. Okay, so 4 in the AO itself. We got Cosmonaut on the outskirts. Did he pick up Skelly's rifle? No, he did not. And then we have Misu, a marksman for GREENFOR, coming in. We got Finn on the outskirts here, but otherwise everyone else for BLUFOR is in here, and they are turtling up this position. Nutty Person trying to slowly come in here, throws a grenade. And Severe, he's camping in the bathroom. Listening to their footsteps, that's nice. We got a 50 cal firing in that doorway. We got Daniel. Daniel is dead. Nutty Person took him out. He's pulling back. Cool Breeze running in, shooting Nutty Person. And then Cool Breeze getting shot by Nova Wolf. Classic. Classic. All right.
Seeing friendly fire on both teams, that's good at least, you know.
Excellent.
Representation, some nice equality.
Now we're down. Nutty Person has woken back up. We're 4 people in this AO because Cosmonaut's entering it. Nutty, he's got... Goes in trades with Nova Wolf. I doubt Cosmo's going to wake back up. Grenade going in there. Unfortunately, it's going in that little sandbag position right there and absorbing most of the blast. But in the sea of blue I'm seeing, I highly doubt we are going to have an independent victory at this rate.
Yeah, I feel like with this specific sector and this specific building, GREENFOR needed to coordinate a bit more and just saturate the inside with nades, GLs, frags, even I saw a lot of smokes thrown down, but they needed to coordinate this and really just saturate the entire inside of the shrapnel. That's the only real way to counter this is to put frags in the windows.
Khalil just showed Sergeant Sailor his M240 Bravo.
Oh, in the
it's quite a nice gun. Yeah.
Khalil with the his little shed out back. That's some weird fucking deliverance shit. I'm getting goosebumps from that. Who knows what he's gonna do with that body?
So sideways, he tried to get on these little fuel drums here. He's trying to fire into that building, utilizing those big windows. He was squaring off with Major East. And we got Ash now running around the side here. He might try to get behind these 2 GREENFOR dudes. And it looks like one of the GREENFOR guys has picked up a BLUFOR weapon. That or, like, there's definitely a looted gun right here with an AK instead of a 5.56. Ash now running up. Cosmonaut heard him, though.
Yeah, I think...
Ash climbing up, immediately drops away after seeing Ash is up there. Cosmonaut throw... Brilliant. And the grenade kills his buddy. And he throws another one at his feet. And then he get away from it, gets mowed down by Ash. What was that? What the actual fuck was that? Oh... Congratulations, you played yourself.
That was a good one. Fuck you. That was a good one.
It was. No. Just Wolf now gonna come around. Doesn't see Misu. Misu sees him. Misu trying to line up the headshot and instead lets J Wolf live. Okay. Interesting choice. Also, Misu, he's picked up a rifle. A FAL. Interesting. He's just,
I saw some fouls as well. I guess it's also, you know, analogous to the M14. 7.62 by 54. NATO, 20 round mag. Yeah, I feel that's fair.
All right, you ready to see Adrihato 2.0? His name is Misu, and he has 11 minutes, well, and 23 seconds to kill 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 BLUFOR.
Mm-hmm.
Misu is on no kills. He's got a foul. He throws a grenade. The grenade is short.
The objective is to take out, well, short. Where did it go?
On the fuel drums.
There? Yep, and Wolf is now going...
Wolf is now on the prowl. He's looking around. He doesn't see Misu. And then he double takes and says, wait a second, I thought I saw something. Oh, it must have been my imagination. Now he's going to go upstairs. Yes. Misu now firing, crippling Wolf's legs, and taking Wolf's life. And now Misu has 12 more people he has to kill. Can he do it? What?
Yeah, just the fucking body contortion. That's all.
Oh, yeah, Arma physics. They're great. Now we got Ash and Peiju looking down. Ash firing in the distance. Misu trying to catch Peiju out of position.
And a Pietsu, yep. Ash and both of them now.
Grenade going out. It is short, and it lands next to bodies. Misu now has to reposition. He's got BLUFOR guys lining up where he is. He needs to maneuver or get away from there. But we got Flying Finn coming down the corridor. All right, Misu, your move. All right.
Any day now.
Misu has to move away from this position. I'm using the flashlight tool on my mouse. And he needs to backtrack here. And then he needs to snipe into there, but they've shut the door, so he has to come around, get into these buildings, fire into there, while avoiding Flying Finn. Meanwhile, all right, I'm distracting the BLUFOR players with my flashlight. Yes, easy, easy, yep. And this is going to give Misu an opportunity to move, right? Yeah, do it. Go for it. I'm sure Misu will figure out that he needs to move soon.
The rest of BLUFOR is being drawn to the sounds of gunfire, actually. So
yes, my flashlight is very powerful. It's attracting the moths of BLUFOR so Misu can get his, 12 remaining kills. And now Misu has an actual flare fired near his position, interesting enough. And Flying Finn has made it back to his trees. Excellent. Okay, Misu. He's looking up there. He's still very curious about those people upstairs that are trying to murder him, even though he's at a really funky angle. And they're still firing at my trees. Here, as long as I keep flashing this light over here, I'm sure BLUFOR will keep getting distracted. Just go for the light. Go for the light. Go for the light.
Misu saw both Ash and Pietsu. Pietsu looking right at him, and...
Misu wins!
Well...
Misu!
Ash with some accurate returning fire as Misu reloads. But Pietsu might wake back up. He's still up there. And that's... What?
Ash firing a grenade inside, but it has smoke just to freak Misu out. Misu unfortunately didn't account for Peiju waking back up, and Misu was just executed. And BLUFOR win! Yay! Wow. Amazing. All right. I get why Misu didn't move there because he was pretty pinned down. Again, had we had an additional 12 independent guys that weren't mowed down by that 1117, this would be a completely different scenario. So play of the game, I'm going to say, is going to go to BLUFOR 1117 for that amazing intercept in the beginning of the operation. But otherwise, yeah, we still have 2 more rounds to go with. And I'm going to take a small break, go make some coffee. I'm sure Barbarian and chat will entertain everything. Let's go back downstairs.